I lost over $1,000 reselling AirPods. And I'm not talking about a simple bad buy. I'm talking about full-blown chargebacks and bans that have put my full business on the line. After nearly getting my account torched on multiple platforms, I figured out hidden red flags with these products that nobody talks about. The hype is a trap, and it's designed to drain your wallet and kill your reselling business before it even gets started. Selling them to unsuspected people on big reselling platforms isn't just shanky business. It's unethical, unsustainable, and the fast track to get your account shut down for good. Now, we know exactly how the story happens. You end up finding some pods and you're thinking to yourself, I'm gonna make easy money. Now, unlike others, I did not find pods from YouTube or online. I actually found them in person. I had a guy walking into my store with a wagon full of AirPods, told me they were real, they had the Apple logos, I brought them, and I ended up selling them. And I was selling really well on Mercari before eBay. Then I transitioned to eBay. Mercari money got put on hold, and I then pivoted to just selling on my Shopify. Selling on my Shopify proved to be quite difficult. I ended up making a good amount of money funneling my eBay clientele and Mercari clientele onto Shopify, but Shopify had a system where when I put AirPod reps on my heading, they were taking it down. Complaints sometimes about the headphones stopping while they're running or at the gym, or when the phone they couldn't hear, they sound muffled. I started getting a lot of technical problems, and that's where things changed. I'm providing the product, but I'm not really into the technical aspect. I don't know how to troubleshoot, and that was an issue for me. So I couldn't really fix any of those issues and felt helpless. And when they did the chargebacks, I actually felt like I was digging myself deeper and deeper in a hole. Everybody online seemed to be getting rich and I just seemed to be getting trouble. Was it the rep, my system, or was it both? I took a deep dive and I actually ended up finding the answer. And it was very simple, right in front of my face. And these are the things you want to look for because you don't want to get into this trap and you want to make sure that the products work. And most importantly, avoid having any type of chargeback or unexpected fees hurting your business. Okay, so the first thing is going to be headphones that don't have noise cancellation. The supplier is going to give you a variety. They're going to say, do you want the headphones that don't have noise cancellation or do you want the ones that do? You always want the ones that do have noise cancellation. Trust me, I learned in 2023. I ended up going and saying I would buy both. One that does not have noise cancellation, another that does. I got 75% of my sales from the ones that did have noise cancellation, and when I did not tell customers, they ended up going to Apple asking how they can turn the noise cancellation on. So this is something that people are already expecting. Therefore, this is something you want to provide because you don't want customers to have to go and seek help from somewhere else thinking that they can get resolutions solved through the direct company. You want them to either come to you or just know exactly what they should be expecting. Next is going to be no speaker cutout. And I'll give you guys an example. These are actually some old rep pods that we have, and I'll show you that these are actually real speakers. These are just a cutout, and also these are just a cutout. And see, when you have these as just a cutout, it interferes with this speaker, and the fact that the pods have a sensor to actually come on when you stick it in your ear and also turn off when you take it out. This cutout was interfering with this, which was hurting the customer's experience. Speaker cutouts are really important, so ask your supplier if these have speaker cutouts or is every speaker actually real. The next one is going to be they don't connect like regular AirPods, and this is something that has affected a bunch of us, right? So the pods that you get, especially if you're trying to sell them like they're real, they need to actually have that display when they turn on that connects directly with the iPhone. Now, this is something you want to ask the supplier, as they will let you know if they do connect in a genuine form or not. This is important because if you're out there telling people these are real and they don't actually connect like they're real, automatically off the rip, once they try to connect the device, you're going to have problems, and you don't want that. Next, a deal that is too good to be true. Again, I've learned from experience. I brought pods as low as $10.50 before, and a big wide variety for AirPods Gen 2 and also just the regular ones in a bulk order, and it was horrible. I thought I found the supplier that was going to give me the best deal. Listen, when you are dealing with suppliers, what you pay for actually matters, and you want to pay for the best quality possible so you can make sure you're maintaining your profit. Sometimes it's not just about the margin, it's also about the conversion and the longevity of you being able to keep that profit. And lastly, making sure that the case is actually a charging case if you are selling these as they are rep, not real, and trying to sell them like they're Apple. One thing that people do enjoy and want charging, so make sure paying all of this bread to the suppliers, especially now since the AirPod 3s have came out, you're able to get AirPod reps very cheap, but you want to make sure they do have the charging case. That could be the difference between someone going to Apple or not. You don't want to just have a Type-C connector coming to these headphones to charge them. You want to have a charging case. It is a really important feature when you are trying to sell the reps. Now, if you're looking to learn how to make more money with headphones in 2026, make sure you guys are clicking on the video that is on the screen, as we have way more intel and insight to help you actually make money work for you, especially when it comes to pods and also other headphones too. We have a bunch and wide variety, but also a bunch of lessons that I've went through that you can learn so you don't actually make the same mistakes. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.